Hey guys, Emo Tempest here. This is going to be the first deck profile I wanted to share with you guys. This is one of my teammates at locals. We've been taking first and second place with this deck and my deck, which I'll share with you later. Um, yeah, this is a Fire Wind deck. It has two main combos, two main components. It synergizes well with each other, and you'll see it right now. So I'll hand it over to him. His Warsaw, and he'll tell you all about it.
What's going on, guys? Alright, so I want to talk about a little bit more about this deck. This is Wind Fire Palom Barbarecia combo, and the main concept of this deck basically is to gain field advantage with board clear opportunities. So let's get into it. So we'll start with the Wind first, and the way this deck breaks down is that you want to run triple of each Barbarecia. Let me go ahead and flip that up for you. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so we're going to run triple Barbarecia, and this basically enables you to do S combos with her, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But so yeah, we're going to run that. For major threats, we're going to run triple Dorgan. Amazing answer to a lot of the threats out there. I do run the double Baltier. He mainly is there for sniping with his ability, and he's a big power to get over. So we're going to run double Windrake, and that's it for the Wind forwards. Let me get into the Wind backups. So we're going to run triple Ares. We're going to run double Archer. We're going to run double of the Activate All Forwards Rikus. Double Dancer, one Maria, and that's pretty much it for the Wind backups. And then as for the Wind summons, we'll be playing 3 Chaos Walker. Once again, these guys are pretty easy to handle large answers, mainly with with Earth and well, anything basically that has a huge butt to get over. Let's get into the fire. We're going to play triple Palom. So this is basically the combo idea. He just has access to more damage when he's out in the field, and it works well with Barbarecia. So we also play the one-cost version of him, which allows to search him out. Also, it feeds to the S ability, so we're going to run 6 Palom. Then we run triple of the Legendary Vivi. Great for on-summon answers. He kind of just starts clearing the board, starts controlling the board the second he hits the field. So really great forward, really great. And that's actually it for the fire forwards. It's just really. Now for the fire backups, we have triple Sage. Sage allows you to give haste to one of your forwards once it hits the field. And that actually combos well with this Palom, which I'll explain a little bit later. But yeah, that's pretty much a little combo there. You have 2 red mages. This one that doesn't allow for blocks, so if you're going to shoot for game, he kind of helps you push for that. 1 Cannoneer, he kind of helps clear the board a little bit with aggro decks. Double Selfie, mainly reason because it's a fire backup, it's a 2 cost. So we can pretty much use that. And that's pretty much it for the fire backups. And we just get to the fire summons. We'll run triple Goliath. Very clutch card, comes in handy very well. And triple of the Ifrit EX Burst, the cadet one. Dealing 7k on EX Burst is actually really beneficial, and with Palom on the field, it actually increases to 8k. So it increases its range of answers to everybody. Now I know you're guessing that's 49 cards. The 50th card is Cosmo, just because when I do run dual colors, I do like having the answer for Cosmos. Since some of these costs for S abilities, you do require at least 2 to 3 elements. And if you don't have it, Cosmos will give you that clutch element that you need. Alright, so let's talk about a little bit more of combos. Don't get too detailed into it, but just pretty much what you want to do with this deck is pretty simple. You want to have this Barbarecia on the field. If it's more towards mid-game, early game, you can have the other one out, but she's the one that's actually going to start pushing for you. And you want Palom on the field. Basically what ends up happening is that when you activate her S ability, she will deal each forward your opponent controls damage equal to its power minus 1000. Palom, on the other hand, says if a forward is dealt damage, the damage increased by 1,000 instead. So what that basically happens is that she will always do the power of any forward. So in response, if your opponent happens to increase the damage, mind you, the chain resolves backwards, so they'll increase their forward's power first, and then she does that exact same damage back. So there really is no way around it. Once this goes off, you're going to board clear. A little bit of, let me see here, things to actually help get Palom out. Once again, it is the 1-cost one with the Sage. Now, what this Palom basically says is that if it deals damage to a forward and breaks it, or deals damage to your opponent, you get to send him to the break zone and replace him with a Palom. Same name, but it doesn't have to be the same cost. So basically what ends up happening is that you evolve him. Sage, on the other hand, lets you haste one of your characters. So turn 1, if you have Palom and Sage on the field, what you'll be able to do is haste your Palom, swing, do 1 damage, and then instantly send this to the break zone to bring out your other Palom. Pretty much it. A little bit of ruling on this guy. So for example, if you do deal damage and you hit an EX burst off the damage, and it's something that just kind of breaks your Palom, unfortunately you don't get the evolve effect. It will break, and you do get the damage though, but since you can't really respond to an EX burst, it'll break and you don't get the chance to actually activate that. Other than that, you have, let's say you can't get Palom on the field, you just have the Barbarisia. Another great combo that this deck can do, has access to, is the Barbarisia Dancer combo. So basically what happens is, if there's no Minwu on the field, Minwu basically negates any damage dealt to a forward that is less than their power. So you basically deal everybody damage minus 1,000 power. Dancer will actually benefit you with giving you that extra 1,000 power to break everybody on the field. Well, all the forwards your opponent controls, not everybody. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, what you really want to do is just synergize with how well these things work. Mind you, if you do not have this one on the field, you do manage to pull out this one. She does reduce the power. She doesn't deal damage. She does reduce the power to 1,000. So if you have something that you really can't deal with, but you are pushing for game, you can always do that, and then you kind of reduce that risk quite a bit. Other than that, if you do reduce 1,000, remember you always have Dancer to always hit 1,000 for that, and you always have Palom to actually deal damage when it attacks. So in retrospect, you have many different options, many different ways to actually get these cards on the field, and there's plenty of support to kind of just keep them there. They are hard to deal with, but once you have it, once you start synergizing, and once you have basically the fuel for everything, you're good to go. You basically start controlling the field. Maybe within the 5th or 6th turn, and it becomes a lot harder for your opponent to keep pressure on the field. But that's pretty much it, guys. So let us know what you think about the deck. Definitely go ahead and run it, play it at your locals. It's a mad fun deck. Easy to build, nothing too crazy. As you can see, there wasn't many legendaries, just the Vivis in there. So it's an easy deck to get your hands on. But let us know in the comments if you have any questions about the rulings, and we're more than happy to answer anything.
All right. Thank you, Warsaw, and stay tuned for the next one, guys.